Hi everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Dismas the Pilgrim, the Puzzle Pilgrim. Sorry for the absence over the weekend, but we're back now. Later during the stream, I'll be announcing a giveaway thanks to one of our very generous subscribers. Today, we'll be solving puzzles from New York Times, including the Wordle and all of the difficulties of Pips. We'll also be doing the Netflix Starstruck and all of the 3 difficulties of their Sudoku. We might do a few of their other daily puzzles as well, as I enjoyed them, just to solve for the hell of it while you guys are here. We'll also be doing a couple of puzzles from the Telegraph, mostly to fill out time. We don't tend to track them, but they're enjoyable enough to do on stream. We'll also be doing some puzzles from chess.com, namely the daily puzzle. I might backtrack and do the ones that we missed over the weekend, and a handful of their more general puzzles. Without further ado, I'd like to start with the Starstruck, as it is my favourite one. So, the rules for Starstruck are: we need to fit a single star in each row, column, and coloured region. Also, stars cannot touch, so they cannot be in any adjacent box, including diagonal. We don't track the wins on easy, as I use this as a warm-up. Let's get into it. Okay, some interesting shapes here. So I'll show you some of the more, some of the trickier shape things before we backtrack to the easy ones, which will actually solve quite a bit straight away. So the first thing I'm noticing is this shape here, this little Tetris block. You'll notice that all 3 touch this, as well as this one being in line with it. So that square can never be in. Also works for this one. Hey, good to see you! This shape, although awkward, follows a lot of the same logic as this S. All of this part here touches this square, as well as this entire column looking at it, so we can eliminate that one. There's a couple of things that we can do with region locks here. So, before I do that, this black one here is, brown one, sorry, is in a line, so we can eliminate everything else there. And all 3 of these touch here. But I'm aware that this green is here, but before we do that, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll do that, and I can show you the advanced stuff on other puzzles. So here, we are now given that one. This is giving us 2 in a line, so we can eliminate there. That one. Okay, these left 2 columns need to be in either purple area or this orange area, so it can't be in the rest. Well, now with there for yellow. Orange, or this orange has to be along the bottom row, as the rest of the region has been excluded, so we can cut that one out. Now that we're left with the 2 here, we can exclude them, and this. This is in a row, so we can exclude there. And left here, here, and here. Okay, that was a nice little easy one. there was some interesting logic there that can be shown. So, like, depending on how you want to approach it, you can use a few different ways. So there's still the navigation issue on Netflix, where that secondary menu page doesn't actually link into anything properly. So, first thing I'm noticing, eliminate all of that. These. In this L shape here, we can eliminate that. The yellow here eliminates from there and there, and it would eliminate from here, as it's the whole touching all of this. Both of these are touching and it's looking at it. Thank you. What else have we got? Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff here. Struggling to find a nice, comfortable inn. To try and start eliminating stuff. Four fully contained. Four. Okay. So here's an interesting one for us, I think. No, I didn't spot the yellow. But no, that one also doesn't work. Right, so how about actually this one might. Nope. Struggling to spot my inn here. Oh, there's one. Should be able to solve this before the first ad break starts. So in this section, in this 3 columns, we have fully contained these 3, which means we can exclude everything else. From there, we'll be able to see if that gives us anything else we can use to solve it. With like other fully contained regions. Not spotting any straight off the bat, but I'm sure we'll get there. Because the spill out from those 2 there. Okay, actually, we do get one that I can quickly do before the break. So here, blue, or what's left of it, is fully contained. Yellow is fully contained, and because there's 2 columns and they have to have a star in each, that means not be here, which actually gives us green. This orange is now only present in this column, so we can exclude the rest of the column, which gives us this one. Okay, clear off the end. Yeah, so we've got an ad about to start, So I always pause any puzzle solving during ad breaks, so those of you that are subjected to them don't miss any of the puzzle. Yeah, so it's about to start. We'll be back after whatever messages Twitch has decided need to be presented today. Welcome back from the ad break. We're partway through the hard Starstruck for today. We'll carry on. So we've got a decent way in with some eliminations, and we're just seeing what we've been left with. Hi there, glad you could make it again. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is now that you've got a few eliminations down here, the blue and grey line up, so we can eliminate here. Another way of looking at it is these rows have to put a star each in their regions, as these two regions are fully contained. And because there can only be two, we can eliminate that one. Actually, I think I've spotted something else now. We can redraw this line, and then draw one here. So, in these three rows, this colour, and the rest of purple, which, although they're all spread about, it is part of the same region, are fully contained. And that means that we cannot have a star there. That gives us this one. This row has already been solved out anyway, because it would exclude from the rest of the row, and also this square that's already been handled. Yeah, it's because you betrayed me by going out to a fancy new place. So, in these three, no, I don't have anything fully contained. Let's see it properly. What I did. Yeah, because the moment I expand it out to 4, everything is fully contained in it. So, where was I? I need a way of solving this one down a little more. Oh, so this shape here actually excludes from there. Because all three of these blocks are touching it, and this one sees it all at the same time. Which actually gives us purple just in these two rows, which excludes the rest of yellow, gives us that one, blue, and grey. And now that one gives purple, red, and brown. Fantastic. Right, very happy with this one. It's a good one. It souls down a lot quicker than I would expect. After you start to use some of the logic in it. Sorry, just needed to change a setting there. Okay, so we've updated the wind tick. So from there, we will move on to the Sudoku for today. After the Sudoku, whilst I am doing all of the bonus puzzles from Netflix, what we'll do is we will talk about the giveaway. Right, so the rules for Sudoku are we need to put all of the numbers from 1 to 9 in each row, column, and 3x3 box. Yes, I'm going to be hosting a giveaway at some point. Like I said, I'll go through all the details fully after we've done with the Sudoku and we start on the extra Netflix puzzles. One additional thing that I always do on... I'm not just going to give it to whoever asks nicely. I'm going to be hosting it properly. I'll talk about the details after all of the Sudoku. But like, an additional rule I give myself during the Sudoku to use it as a warm-up is I do my best not to use any notes. So like the little numbers like this on the easy difficulty. So the ones, we get one there. There's ones here. The twos. We don't get anything easy. Okay, yeah, we do get. So there would be twos there, which would exclude from these, which is that one. Whoops, these ones there. And that's all we get from the twos. 3 goes there. Across. Okay, so in this box, the only places 3 can go is here. 3 has to go there. There. These two boxes are paired up, so you can deal with that later. Nothing quick appearing for the 5s. 4s, sorry. I was thinking ahead. So we get this 5 here. Thanks to the 5s needing to be here. Across this 5 has to go there. This 5 will be in here somewhere, which comes across here, and using this one, we get this 5. These two 5s are paired up. Hi! This is your new account that you mentioned on the other server yesterday. Or this morning. Time is weird for me. It's such a shame that you lost that account. Okay, so using this 7, you know that the 7s are across here, so we get that one. Is this going to be another easy where I'm going to have to use notes? I hope not. Okay, so using this 8 and this one, you know, that 8 goes there. And these 9 go there. 9 go there. This is that 9. And then we get a pair of 9s. Right, let's cycle back around to the 1s and hope that we actually filled out enough that I don't have to use notes. Okay, so over here we get this one. This is that one. Then back here we get this one. Fantastic. Yeah. With the 3, what we got? We get this one. Nope. Press the right button. That solves out all the 3s for me, and then we get 4s. Okay, so this one gives us this 4. These 2 look across into this box, giving us this one, which looks up with and down with that one, and gives us that one. Then the last 4, using this one, and these 2, goes here. 5s are paired up here and here, so I'm not able to solve them quite yet. 6s. Still not a lot to go on with the 6s. But I'm not spotting anything quick with them. 7s. Okay, so we need a 7 there, which, using these 2, look up into this one. The 7 looks across here, so the 7s have to be there, which looks back across here, which gives us the 7. So the box is only missing a 7. And using that 7, this one, 7 here, and the last 7 goes there. 8. Again, some paired 8 still. 9. Okay, so only place we can go in here is there. Up there. These 2 look down for here, which these 2 look across for this one, which solves out the 9s. Cycle back around to the 2s. This one looks down, and here goes into this one. Here goes into this one, which looks across with this one to give us that, and then the last 2, use these ones to get the last 2 here. 5. This one gives us here. These 2 look up into this box, leaving it in the middle, which solves out the 5s. 6s got a few, which are just boxes that don't have a 6 in them. And then we can use the ones that we're given to eliminate, and then the last couple of boxes are the 8s. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. For a second there, I thought I was gonna have to start using notes like I did the other day. Thank you. I do lift the no notes requirement for the medium, but I will still start by looking for any that I can solve quickly without it. That's it for the ones. 2s, however. No, I'm glad you like them. Okay, so a few of them to get that 2. Nothing else at YouTube for 2s. Okay, so this 3 means that the 3s in this box would have to be there. Together they look down to give us this one. But that's about all I can spot easily for the 3s. 4s. I'm not spotting any gimmies with the 4s. fives. Again, I'm not spotting any gimmies. Okay, so with the sevens, we get this one. And that might be it. Yeah, I think I might have to work for it today. Do one more quick pass, just looking for gimmies now that we've got a couple of boxes filled in, before we start on the notes. Still nothing with the ones, nothing's going to hit twos, or the threes, because I can see which boxes I've interacted with. Yeah, still nothing with the fours. Or the fives. Or the sixes, because the last one we put in was 7. There's not going to be anything with that, the 8 or the 9. So from here we're going to start with notes. I will start in this bottom one where we filled out the most. We've already got 1, 2, 3. We've got nothing restricted with fours. So they have to go there. 5, again, nothing restricting it. Unfortunate. There's nothing restricting it. Okay. So we'll go with the middle one. 1, 2, we still need 3s. Here. 4s, which can go in any. 5 and the 6s, which go across the bottom. Okay. We'll do this one on the right hand side. Nothing restricting the 3s here, which is not ideal. Not much restricting the 4s. We have quite a bit of restriction for 6s actually. Already have the 7, the 8s, go here, and the 9. Unfortunately goes in the corners of all that box. I say it's unfortunate because I hoped for a second I would hit a 3-6 pair there, which would be quite useful. Okay, we'll do this box on the left hand side now. We've got 1. Not much space for the 2s, which is what I like to see. 3s can go anywhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s are only here, and then the 9s can go in quite a few. Again, the large spread on 9s is restricting us from having quick solve numbers there. I'll do bottom left now. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go here. 5, not a lot of restriction, unfortunately. 6, feeling the same thing. 7, a little more restriction, but not much. 8 and again, with us not having much to go off with the 9s, eliminating these 12 for us. We'll do top left now. We have the 1, 2s. Again, not a lot of restriction. The corner boxes, 3. Only on the top is useful. 4. Go to here. Already have 5, 6s again in the corners. All the corners. It is 7s. unfortunately. 7 goes in most of it. 8. And the 9s. Again, nothing restricting it. I'm not liking this one. Okay, so although we've got nothing directly eliminating the 6s, yeah, for a medium, this is looking a little harder. Like I was saying, although it's looking like we don't have much elimination for the 6s here, actually, this column is missing 6s. So the only place the 6 can go is these two. From there we also need the 7. Okay, so we do have a 6-7 pair there, which is probably going to be quite useful. The 8s and the 9s. Okay, so we do actually have a couple of bits in this box. Finally, some numbers actually put in and not just notes. Right, let's carry on with the notes though. So we're left with ones here. Choose. Nearly didn't spot that one. So I've got a 3 in that box. I was about to try and make notes for it anyway. 4. Not a lot to restrict. 5, 6. Again, not a lot to restrict with the 7. What do I have with the 8s? Again, not a lot. I think I've got just as much with the 9s, yeah. So another messy box there. And the only place we're left with for notes now is down here. So 1 and 2 already. 3s can only go here. I don't think I've got anything to restrict 4s down here. I do not. Fives can only go there. 6s. Jesus. Well, there's probably going to be something obvious that I've missed. Because this is a lot. Or I may have just started in the wrong spot. Because we're just before there. How does that help? Please tell me it actually helps. Right, okay, so that was a negative 4. Right. Oh boy. I am not a fan of today's selection of Sudoku. It seems like they've really upped their game. I'll click through numbers, see if we can use the highlights to help me out. Okay, this is wild. I am not seeing anything to break into this one. Yeah, usually I'm not too bad with Sudoku, but this one seems a little harder than normal. I'm sorry, Peter. Everyone has their off days. There's got to be something I'm missing. Oh, I've had puzzles. There's been a few where I've had to mark up a loss. Usually the harder difficulties. Yeah, let's blame Netflix. Thank you. I've got no easy to spot pairs along like columns and rows. Ah, right. Spotted one. I've got an 8-9 pair up here that I haven't spotted along this row. So I can eliminate 8 and 9 from all other boxes. Actually, gives us a couple of things to solve. I like that it's the wife not letting you that's the only reason you're stating for no. Okay. Yeah, like it looks like that 8-9 pair was the start of the way in for this puzzle. Things are starting to solve down now. Oh, that's a relief. Very flattered, Peter. Okay. There's an ad break about to start. Ooh. Very nice. There's an ad break about to start, so I'll pause the puzzle, even though we are at the, like, just chasing down, like, single digits in the notes. And we're back. So yeah, I think we are just on clean up of this puzzle now. Yeah, the spotting the double across the top seemed to be the thing that was slowing me down. And the moment I spotted it, everything is just solving down quite nicely for us. But if this is the caliber that they're going to for the easy and medium now, I might have to chalk up another loss on the hard. Okay, so again, I will start by going through looking for any gimmies. Okay, so turn that to gimmies. This one. This one goes here. Not spotting anything else with the tubes at the moment. Nothing yet. All. Yeah, 5. Nothing yet that I can spot quickly. 6. I'm not seeing any gimmies. Right. We have 1 with the 7. No gimmies with the 9s. I don't see the point of doing that. Oh, there's the point of doing another pass. I can see a 1 now. That's probably going to be it though. Yeah. Alright, so in with the notes. Starting with this top left one. Yeah, like, feel free to go check them all out, but, like, there's not a lot on most of them. They're mostly there for stream announcements. Doing this box. 3 focuses and 9. That will actually eliminate that 9. Because 3-9 pair, it'll also inform this box. Do these 2 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6s, I think it's 7, 8s. So there, does inform something for the 8s in a bit. Nothing restricting the 1s. Threes, 4, 5. 6s, and we are left with just a 6. Yeah. Gives us a 1-3 pair, which tells us this is a 9 and this is a 3. I kind of want to have a look at the notes of this top right box now. So we've got the ones going across here. Choose there. Here. Yeah, I've got nothing else. So, unfortunately, that fills out most of the box there. Bottom left. So, ones, already got the two. Threes can only go there. Fours go the whole column. Fives, corners of it. Six, we don't have much restriction, unfortunately. Sevens around here. Restricting the eights. So we have like a hidden for the eights. So the 8 in this has to be in this column, as it doesn't have one yet. So that means we can't put it anywhere else in the box. And then the 9s, 9 has to be there. So really thought I was going to get away with 6-9 pair, but naked 6 there. I don't think they have anywhere for you to store Barry at work, Penny. Quite a bit of restriction for the 3s. 4s. Okay, so that's a 2-4 pair, so we can't put anything else in this box, which I like to see, because it makes my life a little easier. 6, 7, we wouldn't have had anything else to go there anyway, apparently. 8, and 9. So we've got a couple of triples there and a double, but with them being in columns which are mostly already solved, it doesn't actually give us anything at this point. So we look across these two boxes now. I've got nothing to restrict the 1s at all. Yes I do, hidden restriction like I had with the 8s. The 1 has to be along here, as we already have the 1s accounted for here. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. Not spying any restrictions there, so we actually have a lot of space for the 6s. So, unfortunately, again, quite a lot of room. 8s. And then, yeah, is there anything that I missed that would make that a cleaner? No, unfortunately we don't get away with like a 168 triple here because 6s are everywhere. 5, 9, and 3, however. 3. No. Again, because of the 6s, we don't get anything nice and easy there. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so in this bottom right, we're not going to have a lot of restrictions, so it's just going to end up a mess. We got 3, yeah, okay, let's go forward. 3 or 5, 6s can go everywhere. 7s can go here. Right, so it's hard to spot, but that is actually a 2-7 pair. As 2s can only go here and 7s can only go here, which means we can remove the other numbers. Doesn't do much on its own, but it's something. So 7, 8 can go everywhere else. 9 can also go everywhere else. Okay. So, like the last puzzle, I think the big thing for this one's going to be finding our hidden pairs to try to solve down. Okay. So that's a triple, but it's across an entire row. Yeah, 8 and 9 going across the whole thing is very annoying. I was hoping to be able to get like an 8-9 pair and then solve that down to 1, 2, because it was an 8-9 pair. Nah, we still didn't end up with much because for the 8s and 9s everywhere else is. I don't want to be trying to solve Sudoku with a look ahead, as it's just messy. Alright, so let's see. There's got to be a hidden pair that I'm not spotting. Something like that. Not spotting anything. What? Okay. I do not want to look ahead, but I might have to. So one thing that will have like an impact across a few boxes is what if this is a 5? Give us 9 and 8. Give us an 8-6 pair there. Wouldn't do much else in that box. It gives us 6-9 pair here. it'd give us this whole box. This one. I'm really struggling with this one. But, you know, with the way that the easy and medium, or the medium more so, I'm not that surprised that I'm struggling. Okay, so using there for where I started, like that all solves to a point. But from there, I'm left with needing to carry on with another look ahead. Like we've got 6-9 pairs here, we've got 2-4 and 2-7. Okay, so unfortunately, like the 2-7 pairing doesn't actually, and 2-4 pairing doesn't have like that great an impact. But I'm going to try it anyway. So let's start down. So let's try if this were a 2, a 4 here. I'm using the 6 and that 4, and that would end up being a 5. Because that's 2, that would be 7, and that would be 2. It was 2 up there, 7 here. There's a 1-8 pair, which doesn't really accomplish much. I'd be left with 4-3 pairs here. And 1-9 pairs here. One thing I missed from the red was this would end up a 4, and this would end up a 3. This is 3 there. This is still a 4-9 there. This is 5. Nope, this is just 5. I wasn't expecting this to end up into me solving it. I realised I don't actually have the tracker on today. There it is. Me solving it pen and paper, even though I'm technically on a computer. So this ends up being a 6. Can't bother changing the pen there. It's 3 and 5. Got 6 and the 5 already, so that gives us 9. 6 there. We already have 6, so that'll be a 4. Is this in the 3? Yeah. Already have the 7, so yeah, that's a 1-8 pair. That's an 8-6 pair. That's 1-9. 1-9. That's the 4 for here. These 4s, that 4. Part of me wants to just lock this in and go, yeah, like, I think I've made the right assumption, but I'm still a little bit worried that at some point it's all going to fall over. And I need to be able to see where I went wrong. That's 6-9, and this is 6-9. 6-8-6, 1-9-1-9. Clearer view on this box. It's definitely not a 7. So that's 1-8. 1-8. Take 4 and 6 out of here. I'm still left with 1-8-9. And if that's a 1-8 pair there, that would leave this being the 9. And it's definitely not a 4 or a 9. Would we be left with a 1-8 there? Ah, wait, so get 9 there. And this. Still be a 1, can't be 4, 6, or 9. So that is 1-8. 8. One 8. Yeah, it's gonna mostly be 1-8 pairs that are left to resolve from the looks of it. Still left with a lot of places that 1s can be, even using this janky ass look ahead. Still 6s left it here and here. Ah. I think this doesn't work, because eventually I get to the point where I can't fit a 6 along here. And that was from assuming this is a 5. So I'm going to just start assuming that it's an 8, and let's see what happens. Like, it's not clean Sudoku, but it will end up being solved Sudoku. Yeah, I always feel like I've cheated just a little bit when I solve using look-aheads. It feels like trying to solve it just in pencil before you write anything in pen. And then, like, only committing if you know you're right. Yeah, so it looks like I'd chased it down the wrong path. But we did get there eventually. Thank you very much. Right, I'll take it. Like I said, it was a look-ahead win. Right. But that is the hard Sudoku. That's all of our Sudoku for the day. We will work through some of the honey, the amount of people you would have to tell to stop flirting with me just because I'm not marrying them. Like, the amount of people you have to tell when we're at the pub. Like, come on. It's a lost cause. Alright, you just can't teach this. But yeah, we've got an ad break coming up, so we will pause for that before we go into the other daily puzzles. And during that, I will actually announce the giveaway fully. So we will be back very shortly. Hi, welcome back. So we're going to be doing a handful of the more general Netflix daily puzzles, namely Combo, Waywards, Crossover, Key Smash, and maybe Bonza afterwards if I feel like it. So let's start with Combo. Okay, so this is a ladder words puzzle. You're given a starting word and an end word, and you have to use fill-in words to get from start to end. Okay, so soda to gun, that's gonna be gun. Ooh. I'm gonna say gun fire. Oh, can't spell the whole world. Fire something with paint. Fire something something paint. And no worries. You will miss the giveaway announcement if you're away too long. Fire something and something paint. Fire wall? No, it's not firework, because that's K. Fire at wheel? Okay. Firewall and wall paint. Okay. Not keen on that one. So that's art, something, and something pop. Like seafoam green or millennial grey. That's going to be colour, isn't it? And colour pop. Okay. Okay, so that one was fine. Let's try the crossword. Like the crossover. This is like a already filled in mini crossword, just with the letters all jumbled, and you have to figure out what the answers are. They also put emojis in places of full words. So, like here we have boy, which will be part of a word. So Tegan and Sarah, or the Chainsmokers, for example. Nope. Victoria Beckham, aka Victoria Beckham was Posh Spice. It's the era I grew up in. Footed the bill. You paid. Original handheld console for Super Mario. Okay, so that is going to be the Game Boy. College admissions stat. Oh. Hi, thanks for joining. College admissions stat. It's... Oh, this is an American thing. But GDP is not it. Not a lot. Ended up needing to take the weekend off from the daily streams. But we're back with a vengeance now. Place to get to it, like Don Draper's creation. Stadium features that keep out weather. Domes. Because it's got an S, it's usually pluralized. Person logging into an app is a user. GPA. I keep hearing GPA in like TV shows and stuff, but I never know what it is. We'll go with the Waywords now. I think it's a navigation issue that I have. Thank you. So, Waywords is a word search with where you have to find a path from a start point to an end point. The path is only made by words that are on the theme of the puzzle. If you find a word that is not in the theme, then you can get a bonus letter where it will tell you one of the pieces that are in the path. So, whilst I'm looking through this one, one thing I did mention right at the very beginning of the stream, and I've put it out a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, put it out a little throughout. Is there is going to be a giveaway on this channel at some point soon. One of my subscribers has been very, very generous and given me a key for a game. I could have very easily just decided that I was going to keep it for myself and just add it directly to my library. Yeah, giveaway. Sorry, I was just double checking the name of the game in my private messages. There's a little game called Wasteland Bites, which is not quite on theme with this channel, but it was given to me for free, so beggars can't be choosers. And I'm also going to be giving it out for free as a giveaway on Friday's stream, which means, I guess no matter what, I'm streaming Friday. I'm going to find a little giveaway client to use. So if you're there on Friday's stream, you have the chance to enter into it. And yeah, by the end of that stream, some lucky winner will have a copy of Wasteland Bite. Derby Tiger, I don't know. Gossip Facts. Shadowfax. Toto. Here's a side fact. It's a side current. Sidekick, sorry. Salem. Salem was amazing. And Hedwig. There we go. So we got the path. That one was okay. Like, sure, I got it, but Key Smash. They give us a bunch of words with all of the vowels missing. Thank you. And they give us a clue to be able to fill in the blanks. Item on a school supply list, also the name of a very famous movie. Notebook. CTR. Gets paid to make a scene like Shooty Gatwa or Troy Kotzker. So that is going to be actor. Type of ride. That's going to be roller coaster. Class for an art student. Drawing. Part of an underground rail system. So it's going to be subway. Oh, so they fall on the line of Y being a vowel. That's nice to see. What's the last one? Yeah, go on. We'll try the Bonza. Okay, so Bonza is a solve Scrabble board which has been broken into jigsaw pieces, essentially. And we have to use the theme to figure it out. That's my new favorite innuendo. Okay. So I have to figure out words using just the theme. Okay, so I've got that one at least. Okay, so this is the big one's going to be entertain. What else have we got here? Light. This way. Okay. Deal. Oh, it's close. What's this last bit? Gladden. Okay. Not too bad, that one. But yeah, I think that'll do it for the rest of New York Times. Oh, for the rest of Netflix. And now we'll move on to New York Times, I think. So where is it? Thank you. So yeah, we'll move on to the Wordle. Okay. Let's see, what do we start with? First word I can see in my address bar. N, no E or D. Okay. Like, why is it the moment I start eliminating letters, the only words I can think of contain them specifically? Okay, we seem to be getting somewhere. So it can't be there. Still have the O to use. Can't be stone because we've already got rid of the E. Oh, you also. Oh! Oh no, it can't be sound because we really lost the D. I want to use it anyway, just because it'll tell us exactly which vowel we've got, and it'll help. Oh, it can't be, because the N isn't there. No, it's not. It can't be nouns plural because the S has already been used. Needs to contain this, so it can't be normal. Can't be snore because the E is already gone. But it can't be snout because the N's already in the wrong place, but it hits a lot of the other letters that we need. Okay, so we know it ends with the N now. So it's S something, O something. Scorn, maybe? No, but I was close. Sworn. Okay. Well, yeah. No, I like that one. I'm happy with that one. Thank you very much. Let's up the Wordle win count. And from there, we'll start having a look at the pits. We'll start with the easy. I'm going to need to get the pen out again because I need needed help with geometry. Because knowing how they're laid out is always useful. Okay, so what doubles do we have? Because we know a double will have to go there. Okay, so we need to use a little bit of logic here. So we've got 2 3s. And if we were to put this 3 here, we'd need to have a blank there and a 6 there. Oh, we can do that. Which would leave us with... oh, yeah. Cool. That's that one done already. Fantastic. So again, we start with trying to find our geometry, and that's the only one I can figure out. Thank you. So for less than 2, we actually only have 2 dominoes. But for equals, the only one that I can spot that we have enough of to be in here is the 6s. So that has to be the blank and the 4, which means this is going to have to be one of our other 4s. Oh, hey! So there's something and 6. To be less than 4, it's going to have to be one of these. There's not much I can do with that. But yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's exactly 5, so that's going to come down. Technically, it could have gone there, and we'd have nothing to go across there. So yeah, this is the right orientation for it. 4, do I have 4, 6? I do not, so that does not go across there. It goes like that. Because of the way that we have the rest of the 6s, we are left with that as the rest of our geometry. Because these are not equal, I know that the 2, 6 is going to have to go down here. Which means in any order we can put these ones in now, and the logic is satisfied. I'm very happy with that. I think I'm getting better at these. And then immediately has no idea what they're looking at. Brilliant. Okay. That is a lot. So I think the first thing I want to tackle is finding out what this one can be. But it doesn't look like it's a 1. It can be 6. Cannot be 5. Cannot be 4. Can't be 3. 2. 1. Can be blank. Because we have exactly 4 6s, but we have 5 blanks. Yeah. But if it can't be the 6s because we need a 6 to go here, and we will need a 6 over here. So this has to be the blanks in some way or another. So I can just 0. Fantastic. because of the way we've got to use out the 6s, like, 'cause there has to be one in here, and then there has to be one used in this 11 somewhere, because this can only be made with a 6 and a 5 across 2. Yeah, well done on 3 streams. Like, I didn't end up streaming over the weekend, so you must have been here the couple before that as well. Right, thanks very much. How many 3s do we have? 2. And they both link onto. So if I use the 2 in this one, I can have. I can't have 2s going across there. Okay, but if I use the blank, then I can have double blank there, double 6. Maybe? No, because I can't put the same domino across there. So how? Ooh. So I'm just trying to noodle with what the possible geometry could be here. Because, for example, if this goes like this, we would need to have that to get the double. And then we'd end up with that. Or I'll do this one in blue, just so that we can see. If it goes that way, then we're given literally nothing. Actually, no. If it goes that way, we'd end up with this. And then we wouldn't know what to do with that. I like the red one. Let's see if we can do it with the red one. So if that has to be 0, then we bring this in here, and then we've got... Do we have a 0, 6? We don't. So it can't be that. Can do it that way. We'd end up with like this. But still, we don't have 0, 6, so the 6 cannot come into here at all. If that's a 6. So that would have to be, do we have 3, 6? We don't. So we've got 6, 4 and 6, 5. Don't have enough 4s. 5, sorry, we do have enough 4s. Oh, I've just spotted this could actually be a 4. And I didn't see all of them earlier, so this could be 4s. That changes everything. Yeah, so that could be blank or 4. Thank you. Right, it can't be the 2 in that one. But can be there. Don't have a 6 blank, so that cannot be the orientation. That can be the double 6 there, though. And cross like any double in there. The double 0 going here. What doubles are we left with? Double 4. Blank 4, I do. So it could actually work. Now, the only thing I'm left with to get 6-5 is that. We need a 3-4 and a 6-1 to make 7. It can't go that way. So let's see if I can quickly get this before the ad break. And it looks like I can. I cannot, because I've just realised there's a double here I haven't used. Yay! So I'm gonna start clearing all this down during the ad break before I try again. Right, so you'll see me with a somewhat fresh looking pips board in about 2 minutes. See you in a bit, guys. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I've had to start over because we hit a fail point because I forgot to account for this double here. So I've cleared everything down and just made a couple of quick notes. So like I said earlier, the only way to make an 11 is 5-6. The only numbers we have enough of to go in this 4 equals are 4 and 0, because the 6 is used elsewhere. Has to have 1 there and has to have 1 there, which would leave us with only 2. We only have 3 dominoes with 0 on it, so 2 dominoes with a 3 on it is what I was trying to say, and that one of them will be accounted for here. The only way that this formation works, with them both being doubles, you cannot do that because we won't have 2 dominoes that are exactly the same. So that means that we know that we have to put a double like that. Because, again, we won't have another domino that's exactly the same. We know this. But again, that doesn't work. How? Right, I think I'm making too many assumptions. Right, so what we can have is this. Okay, so that, I think, needs to be our geometry there. Okay, so if this is right, I can't have the 3-2 here because we do not have enough 2s to slot down here, so it has to be 3-0. With that being the 0, this has to be 4s, so we get the double 4 here, 4-6 there. Right, we still don't know what this triple is. What doubles are we left with? It can be the 6, actually. Can it? No, it can't, because we've already got the 4 here. So have I gone wrong again? Yeah, I don't have any doubles left for it to be that. Yeah, no, like, this one's wild. Like, I had a great run of doing okay on the, like, on pips. And now suddenly... I've got to be missing something here. Right. So what other layouts can I get that still achieve the doubles or the equals here? I'm gonna do this. Yes. Okay. Okay, do I have a 6-2? I don't. So again, we're working with the 3-0, just in a slightly different way. Do I have a 6-0? No, I don't. I don't have 2-6. So again, it can't be that. This is wild. I'm really struggling to find my way into this one. Oof. Okay. But I know it hinges around this corner here. So let's just have a play with... So if it's the 3-2 there, that gives us these two dominoes here that have to be used. For example, I do that. That will force this. Oh, excuse me. I don't have a 6-1 or a 6 blank, so that like falls over straight away. Thank you. If I try this one, it also falls over straight away because it's leaning straight into doubles. So, let's try the 3, 0 here. Again, I don't have 0, 6, so we have a lot of... So that means the A6 is going to have to be along here. So that means, well, the only way it can go down is with the 6 or 4. Which leaves us with this, and then we need probably 4. Right, we can't do 4s that way because the moment we do that, it stops working because we need to be able to, we can't actually fit everything in there. So that means it should be that way. The only way to get the other blank in there is to do this. We know that we only have enough room for the 4s in here. And that can be there. Like, the actual geometry of the 4s, I still haven't figured out yet. We don't have enough 5. Like, we need to figure out what this 3 is going to be. We know that 2 of the 6s are used up. So for now, if I just put that there out of the way, if that turns out to be the right place for it, I'm going to be very annoyed. But yeah, like, if we put that out of the way just so that it's easier to see what we're actually working with, because we need to use 2 of the 6s. That leaves us with 3 of the 4s. No, only 3 blanks, but plenty of 4s to use. And if we aim for the 4s to be in the 3, then we still have at least 1 left over for working with the 7s, because we've only got a handful of ways we can make 7s. If we do it that way, we are left with nothing that can go here. Oh, no, we can still... Can we do it with the 6s? No, we can't. So, even just leaving that out of the way there, this is going to have to be something else. Wow. This is wild. This can literally only be blank or 4, and this can only be blank or 4. Type 4s. But then, we're left with nothing for this one. This, I think this 3 up here has to be the 2s. We don't have a 6-2, and we don't have a double 2. Right, this is the 2s. Has to go there. And we'd end up with that. And that. Which leaves this having to be the 4s. There's still... Yeah, there's only one way that the 4 can go in. Or the double 4 can go in. And now with what we're left with, we end up with this shape. So what have we got left to attach to a 2? So let's do that. Do we have a 6-1? We do not. I'm looking at it wrong anyway. We need the 6-4 there. Looking at the wrong geometry. I was looking across even though it's already written down. So then that gives us this. And then we fall over again. No. Ugh. No. Thought it was onto something there. Wait, that is so wrong. I needed a 1 in there, didn't I? Oh. Oh. Wait. No, I haven't fallen over. I was just being blind. Wait, hang on. Hang on. There's that block sorted. I might be onto something here. Like, if we need a 5-6, that puts that there. And now that tells us the rest of the geometry. And if it's wrong, then it's just fixing this section. Six. 1, and then we get a number a lot less than 6. In fact, the furthest away from 6 we can go. There we go. Oh. Oh, that one was a struggle, but we got there in the end. Quite happy to mark that one as a victory. Oh. Thank you all. That was a grind to get there. Oh, after that, we will move on to chess puzzles. In fact, I can have a look at the games on New York Times, because it's been a while since we've had any other New York Times games. Connections is always a bit wild. I don't mind strands. We can do the strands, I think. Yeah. I'm not doing another Sudoku. I've already stressed enough about them today. So again, this is like a word search, except you can go in multiple directions. The theme is a fringe group. So the first word I am trying to find is like cup, but I can't see a single C. No worries. We get points towards a hint for finding normal words. So let's see. Fringe as in edge, okay. Boundary. Verge. Okay. Outer. Oh. No. But I didn't realise that some of the top was cut off for you guys. Sorted that now. Fine. No, I didn't think so. Let's go another hint. Drink. Okay. margin and margin. Ugh. Margin. Okay, so this is it's weird. Usually, like there's a nice divide across or between the like finding the big linked word, but it's just not. It's just not happening. Wait. Outer limits. Now I've got to figure out what this last one is. Merit. No. I'm trying to solve it backwards. Okay. I have to find an anagram solved for this one. Might as well bother it. Because we have all of those letters and I cannot think of a single word that uses them all. That's why. Extremity. I was looking at it the whole wrong way. And this is why I don't tend to do New York Times puzzles outside of the Wordle and the Pips. Like, 'cause I struggle with the connections as well. Yeah, I think we're gonna move over onto chess.com for now. Starting with the dailies. And I say dailies because with me not doing any streams over the weekend, what I'm going to do is go back and I'll just double check. That's the last one that we solved on Friday. And we'll work through the 3 dailies that we missed. Or the 2 dailies that we missed and then do today's. What are my notifications? Oh, that's just game reviews. I recently lost a game against the guest star I had the other week. We keep playing casually as well. Excuse me. And he usually wins. I'm not. It's not a thing I'm salty about. He's a much better player than I am. Alright, white to move. Tractor beam. So this is going to be about moving pieces into where we want them. I liked this idea. So the idea I was going to go with is... No, I'm not salty about it at all. He's been playing a lot longer than I have and dedicates a lot more time to it. So the idea I was going to go with here was then from that bishop the knight would have been pinned, and then I could take the rook, and the knight wouldn't be able to move. No, not that one. Okay, and then from there, do that. No. And that seemed like a lot of sacrificing. I'm not going to call that one a win. I used too many attempts and hints there. So we'll move on to the next one. Well, it wasn't quite a fail. Well, I still got there, but I'm not counting it as a win. Last king standing. Okay, so the first thing I'm spotting is... thank you. We can't just take... We can't, like, fire straight in with... sacrifice a lot down here, though. I'm just trying to see how it all ends up. Okay, so if we come in here, then the rook can take. If we come across here, the queen can take. Oh, start there. No. No? Okay. What about... Don't want... Really? Okay. It's going to be another one. Yeah, it's going to be another one that doesn't get counted for anything. Slide in there. Okay. I saw part of it, but no, not a major fan of that one. Okay. White to move. No? Okay. I was hoping that like we'd be able to set up a ladder and go that way. The queen's too active, I think. Oh. Bring it across? No? Okay. No, I'm going to need a hint for this one. So it's a king move, so it can't be there. Oh! Right, so one piece of information it didn't give us, which we can only see from the available moves, is we can get... we can castle king's side into check. Like, but because, like, it didn't, like, you've got to know that that castle is available for that. I'm not happy with these dailies today. We will move on to the more general puzzles. Close some background tabs down whilst I'm there, so I don't accidentally get lost when I'm moving towards the last ones. Okay, so give it a second to catch up, and we will start today's chess puzzles. Right, white to move, looking for checkmate. Okay, so this one doesn't look too bad actually. It looks like we just come in here with the knight, and this will put the king under check. It can't move that way to escape because of the queen, and if it tries to come in here, the pawn is guarding here. There's the first one for the day. Black for white plate for mate again. I have a feeling it's just here. Yeah. My tracker isn't updating. Let's try that again. Oh, I've got to update both of these manually. Fantastic. Okay, so next puzzle. Black to move, find the right attacking idea. Okay. Right, so if we move there. Yeah, I have a feeling it's here. Because then the only place the king can escape to is here. And then we could probably do something with Discover Check. Nope. Fantastic. That's what I mean. Okay, so... It's literally just going in for that. Okay. Oh, don't like that. Right, black to move, looking for mate. Okay, so they can't castle now. Yeah, thanks to the bishop, that is checkmate. So let's see if the tracker has decided it wants to play with us today. There we go. It's working now. So we'll, now that we've got the 3, we'll actually start. The ads are about to start. welcome back. Sorry about the quick cut. I hadn't noticed the notification. Okay, so from that, yeah, we'll carry on until the streak is over, which, the way that I've been going today, probably won't be long. And then we'll do a couple on the Telegraph before we close down. White to move, looking for mate. Okay, so this is a concept known as ladder mate, which is one of the basic ways of getting checkmate. Because the king's already locked off here, the moment you bring this rook across, there's nowhere for it to escape to. White to move, looking for mate. Let's say it's as simple as just bringing the queen across. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the streak's going to end here. Just a moment. This doesn't really put anything under threat. This can't get anywhere to cause much of a threat. This can't come in. That rook don't come to here, which would give them plenty of time to run out. So it's a queen move. Nice. It can't be there, because the knight can just take us. Oh. Really? No? Okay, so what is the move? Like, this is going to be an actual loss, because I can't figure this one out. Oh, and I should have. So that is one of the weakest pawns in the game, because the only thing that it's defended by is the king. So the moment you got something attacking it, like that. Now, I wasn't salty about losing to my guest last week, but I am salty about missing that. Like, just because of that, I'm going to do one more puzzle before we move on to the Telegraph. Find a way to win the rook. Oh god. That's not much better, is it? We go there for a queen, and I'd take it. That would be a... No? Oh god, no. Like, chess just is not my game today, so it is a rook move. Oh. You pin the... king to the rook, so that the moment the king moves, and it has to move either here or here, you can just take the rook. No, chess is not my game today. So with that, we're going to move over to the Telegraph and see what damage this can do to me. Right, we'll try Cogs. This is a word search where we get blocks of 4 to be... Oh, not a word search. It's a filled-in crossword with blocks of 4 for us to rotate. So let's start by trying to figure out what we could actually use as a word here. Oh, I hope it's not that. Right, I'm happy with the one at the top though. I'll lock that in. So it's irate. Let's try cleaning up this. Hours. There we go. We've got apple pie there, we've got irate, but I don't like it. It's like gazump. Like that's... Use real... Oh, that's now. Oh, kiwi. ECG's a thing. Egg. Okay, so although this feels like it's right, okay, gazum. Ah, okay, I was not looking at this last one. I just haven't checked that last one properly. Okay. Sorted ends up being a lot of trial and error for me because there's only so much trivia right now. Keys on a standard quoted keyword from top to bottom. This is not going to be hard because I have one in front of me. Tab, block. Backspace is up near the top of the other side. I think that's the right one. And Alt at the bottom. I managed that without looking down actually. Historical Alexanders by year born. Okay, Alexander the Great was like. And a Pope, and Nevesky, I'm not sure who they are. Graham Bell invented the telephone. I'm gonna try that. Wow. Alexander the Great. Oh, first, I'm doing it the wrong way round, that's why. Okay, let's try that. Okay. See, it ends up being a lot of trial and error. And it'd help if I read it right. Missing army ranks in film titles as a highest rank. Oh god. Right, so lowest rank, private. The only titles I know are Captain America and Saving Private Ryan. Life and Death of, I want to say Sergeant Blimp for some reason, and the Major's daughter, so I'm going to put that there. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't actually know a few of those titles. So the General's Daughter, Lieutenant Colonel Blimp. Yeah. If I knew the titles, I probably could have got there. Or I probably could have got there one guess quicker. Alright, our last puzzle today, it's actually going to be the plus word. So this is a mini crossword which also gives us like word or clues for a thing at the bottom. So a male deer is a buck, isn't it? And you. Synagogue scroll. No. Bow is enemy. Make a lead. Not a clue. The engine driver. I'd have said piston. It's not steam, is it? That might be. Unit of weight. Oh, look at this. That's right. Full range. Nope. So it's that. Nope. How do I do it right? Oh, it's an enemy. Make void. Not clue. Stadium. Nah. I have to delete those G's. I don't like it. Full range. Alright. It says come time for our lookups. So I'm going to start with the synagogue scroll. That was right. So with email there. Yeah. I thought it was called Buck. Oh, wait. I know what's happened. Right, so that is definitely poorer. Enemy is a maybe. Right. It's books. No, because then Torah doesn't fit, does it? Like, stag is the only thing I can think of. Enemy. And that gives us a like arena. Like unless it's stags and then it's shiny. Yeah. Okay, units of weight. Unit of weight. I think it calling it a unit of weight might be wrong. course, if it is ton of any variety, then that's not a unit of weight, it's a measure of weight. A unit of weight would be like kilo and pound and stuff like that. But pound definitely doesn't fit into anything to do with like male deer. Let's try full range. Oh. Right. Thesaurus entry. That would be Gimlet. To make void, that would be annul. Substantial. Meaty. So let's just make a quick note of the letters that we have from that are in yellow. So we've got P, O, U, G, H. We know it can't actually be puff because the GH here. So the T actually needs to go here or here. The O can go here, 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 and here. You can go here, most of them. G, BH. Oh, yeah, so it's just OH. G. Okay, there's a lot that could be. So, GH. No. I was thinking 40, but that does not fit in the slightest. Oh, ought, as in ought to have. No? Ah, that was meant to be staying. There we go. Yeah, I had a misclick, which took the answer away. But yeah, I got there with a lot of lookups. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Like, we've been on stream for 2.5 hours now. So thanks to everyone who joined. Don't forget, Friday's stream, I am looking at doing the giveaway. If you missed any of the details on today's stream, be sure to tune in for the next ones, and we will remind you of all of the details. So thanks for joining, and I'll see all of you next time.